This is the main Dakota Access Pipeline resistance camp. It's where thousands of protesters who call themselves water protectors have been living for months. And they've been working day and night to stop this pipeline. They face tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets, and mass arrest in defense of clean water and sacred sites.
Look at you guys! You come out here with batons, man! We're here peacefully!
When you experience the front line and you experience what you're fighting for, and then the harm that it can cause to others, it strikes that fire in you to remain here and keep that fire burning.
Not long after we arrived, we got word of an action at a DAPL construction site. These water protectors have run over the hill to the machinery over there and stopped the active construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. The $3.8 billion project is nearly complete. Dakota Access and its parent company, Energy Transfer Partners, have laid down most of the 1,172 miles of pipe, which will carry crude oil across 4 states. All that's left is to build under the Missouri River, the main source of drinking water for the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. But the fight is not just environmental. It's a continuation of a battle tribes have been waging against colonialism for over 500 years.
They didn't have to consider the impacts to sacred sites, to cultural sites, to all these things that people are talking about. This is what we're concerned about. This pipeline is destroying places that can never be replaced.
I spoke to Tara shortly after she got out of jail.
I had to bend over and do all the things and cough and...
Strip completely or just in your...
Oh no, completely.
Everything?
Everything. Everything had to come off.
How humiliating did that feel?
It was, a pretty degrading experience. There were police officers that were definitely engaging in very, very threatening behaviors. There was a police officer that was carrying a less lethal ammunition weapon, and he saw his colleagues kind of look ashamed and start to look away, and he took aim and aimed directly at my face. I was pulled back and the beanbag round exploded next to my head.
Wow.
I mean, they were very much trying to hurt people, and it was a really scary thing.
Stacy John is a Navajo and Dakota vet whose family lives near the camp. She served as a police officer in the Air Force.
The way law enforcement officials are criminalizing our Indigenous people is really ridiculous. The militarization of police here against our people, our water protectors, is just awful. Coming from a law enforcement background, we go through training where I've been tased before and I've been maced before, but we go through these trainings so we know how it feels, so we know in what situations to deploy these uses of force. And none of these circumstances with these water protectors have, validated that use of excessive force. So it's awful seeing that.
Hi, how's it going, guys? The Morton County Sheriff declined our requests for an interview and referred us to statements defending their actions. All the while, the resistance camp has grown. It's the largest gathering of tribes in recent history, and they're ready for a freezing winter and long fight. Taisha Mitchell is a 25-year-old Navajo. She's been camping for several weeks.
We have our mummified sleeping bags, we have a Coleman stove, or a Coleman heater. It's not really a lot.
What is this whole protest and being here and camping out so long, what has that meant for you on an emotional, personal level?
If anything, it's been mind-opening to me to not have false hope that the government cares. And so I don't have that faith anymore. And now I have that faith in my comrades, in my people, in the people I've met out here, people of like mind. And the people here are beautiful. The people here we're called through indigenous ways, but we also have our allies here as well. People who care about this earth. And that's something that shocks me the most, is that we have no other agenda here. We have no other agenda besides keeping that water oil free. That's it.
This is what evenings look like. Water protectors gather around campfires, telling stories and singing.
We're not really sovereign. Sovereign is an imagination that they want us to think. You guys are sovereign. But really, when it comes down to it, we have to go and get the okay from the government still. And most of the time when it's in development, they shut us down.
That's why we're the 7th generation. That's why we're here, because we're going to make a change.
In the morning, hundreds were back at it, this time blocking a road for construction vehicles.
White people in front.
Native water protectors were marching to hold a prayer ceremony when this happened.
This is the way I go home.
This fight will only get tougher. A Trump presidency bodes well for the oil and gas industry. Trump himself has invested between $500,000 and $1 million in Energy Transfer Partners. Brandon Ironhawk is Lakota from Pine Ridge. He's been camping since August. What does victory look like to you?
When I see this black snake, get killed, when they get defeated and they can't work on it no more, that's the day, I think our people will be happy and, the government will realize, we're not going to give up so easily. And they should know that by now because we've been out here for 4 months now. We've been living through this many moons ago, many winters ago. This is how our ancestors lived. So, we're not going to give up easily, and we're not going to give up on this war between us and the DAPL workers.